A big thanks to all of my Patreon supporters. And a big thanks to all of these donators of $5 or more. DeadZergling, Radio Raptor, Vlad Tepish 3176, and Brian D0313. You all help make these episodes possible. Okay, boys and girls, your old pal Rosser here again with DeadZergling.
Hello.
And we are attempting some more Dark Souls co-op today.
Yeah, it's kind of painful to get going, to be honest. Next co-op, we need to pick an easier game with better multiplayer options.
Now, some of you may notice that I'm starting from the area where I fought the last boss. And I don't really know how to get to where I need to go next. But I'll figure it out. Wait a minute. These aren't items.
I'll give you a tip. Those lights kind of lie.
Do they now? It's a
Yes.
good thing I closed my blinds, or I'd be unable to see anything. Oh, yeah, that looks like a sheer drop.
Now, the question is, have you picked up any items that might help in an especially dark area?
I don't think I have. I guess I could check. Check Mr. Inventory. I have fireballs.
Not quite. Did you fight any enemies that you noticed kind of illuminated themselves in the catacombs?
Not really.
You sure about that?
I mean, there were some skulls that were kind of glowing, but they all exploded.
Well, you're close.
Well, whatever enemy I supposedly fought, they didn't drop anything.
So, no, like, skull lanterns or anything like that?
Not a one. Yeah. So, might just have to kind of hope I don't fall off a cliff and die immediately.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you're gonna have to do without one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically, if you don't have a lantern, stumbling in the dark is your only choice.
Indeed.
Meaning, I'm going to be spending a lot of time grinding rats while I'm waiting for you here.
That very well could be. I mean, I found kind of a bridge thing.
Yeah, just the main thing is, do not trust the little lights to connect perfectly.
Oh, I see some glowing eyeballs. And
That's a good sign.
I just entered a place called Tomb of the Giants.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're getting close.
Ah!
I'm guessing the eyeballs attacked you.
They did. That's an awfully small pair of eyeballs for such a big critter.
Oh. Giants aren't known for having monstrous eyeballs.
Cyclopses are.
Well, that's true. But that's a cyclops, not a giant.
I thought cyclopses were a type of giant.
Typically, but I mean, it really depends. Like, you know how it goes. Every flavor of RPG has their own take on everything.
This is true.
I mean, like Dragon Ball, you have Triclops.
Yes. I hear something shooting at me. Don't know where it's coming from. But man, does that look like a long-ass drop. Ah! No! Okay. I somehow survived that. I just kind of slid down a slide.
Yeah, you're going to have to go down a couple of those, and then you have to be on the lookout for a bonfire.
Delightful. I could use a bonfire, that's for sure. Let me just fight another one. I just kicked that skeleton right in his pelvis. And he just stomped me right in the face, so I guess we're even.
Yes, be careful, because you could be making a return trip.
Oh, God. I wish
Which
I
is
had...
not...
Go
It's
ahead.
nothing to feel bad about, because I totally had to try a few times too. But then
Sliding.
again, I'm playing a sorcerer.
Ah! No! Crap! Well, I survived the drop, so that's good.
That is good.
Of course, I'm being attacked by 2 or 3 different archers.
Well, they aren't too bad for a melee character, because at least when they get close, they're right where you want them.
Hey, it's another one of those big guys. And he seems to have just fallen down a hole. And
Yeah, skeletons like to
so
do
alive.
that.
Oh, God. Oh, God, why? Oh, God! Aww. I died.
You did.
I did.
Well, now you can show all your viewers your expert navigating skills through the catacombs.
Oh, jeez. By the way, I had a lot more humanity before. I lost all 10 of those soft humanity that I had.
Did that happen in Orlando?
No, that happened just now.
Well, it's still on a corpse, right?
Yeah. There's no way I'm gonna figure out that exact route again.
You might. I mean, you may make it to the next bonfire, then I could help.
That's possible. I suppose.
I'm thinking it'd be easier if you got to the bonfire, and that way you have a safe place to restore humanity.
Yeah. That'd be great. If I knew where the bonfire was, and how to get there. Seriously, though. If I could find something that drops one of those lanterns, that'd be swell.
Well, I mean, because it should be under your weapons.
Weapons?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't find anything there either.
Well, look for a tiny little skull-looking item.
Oh, you know what? I did actually see some glowing enemies on my way, and they all escaped before I had a chance to really do anything about them.
Well, if you happen to have a lantern, you can actually light your way.
Except I don't know where to find those creatures. I don't know where I saw them. I don't remember how I got there.
That could be a problem.
Yeah. Kind of a huge problem.
You know where the skeletal wheels are?
Yeah. Those bastards.
Kill those and then go up from there. There might be a guy who drops a lantern there.
Well, you know, I did do a little looking around in the skeletal wheel area. On my way,
you didn't go up.
On the way there the first time, but yeah, I didn't go up. I can try going up. I can try looking around. I am going backwards, aren't I?
Well, that's what I'm telling you to do. Once you get past the scale wheels, because you have been going through the blacksmith area, right?
Yeah. But there's another area to the left, is there not?
Right, and that may have your lantern.
Well, I'll check it out. I mean,
otherwise,
what have I got to lose, right?
10 humanities, according to you.
Yeah, but I can grind for those if I need to.
Yeah, the rats aren't a huge deal. It's kind of hilarious how, of all things that'd be great for humanity, it's giant rats.
Well, rats and humanity have gone hand in hand for many a century.
I guess I should feel bad for hunting Master Splinter.
Oh,
That's
yes.
only...
Speaking of rodents and sweating, that reminds me of something that happened earlier today. I spent a damn hour trying to herd a baby rabbit out of my garage. It's still in there. I couldn't get it out.
Got outwitted by a baby rabbit.
Well, outmaneuvered.
Is there a difference?
Yes. I'm smarter than it, but it can fit in these tiny little areas that I can't reach it.
I see.
And I can't, like, unbolt all of the furniture from the garage. Try to, reach it.
Well, I mean, you have one of those.
Son of a
like...
bitch! Yep, there goes all that humanity. Okay. Well, great.
Did the scale wheels get you?
No, I slipped and fell all the way down the shaft.
Well, I'll avoid the obvious shaft reference here.
Shaft! You know, that wizard that floats around in Castlevania and shoots lightning.
Yep.
I'm sure that's what you
the
meant.
one.
Yeah. Clearly. And also, I wasted another humanity because I had my Estus flask in the wrong slot. So, really, 11 humanities total.
Nice. Were you just kind of keeping it there to keep track of it?
I was considering whether or not I should double kindle this bonfire. So, I was on it, but then I decided not to.
I mean, it's up to you, because you can technically triple kindle for 20 flasks now.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I meant, triple kindle. But, you know, I didn't die from running out of flasks. I died because a bunch of guys were hitting me while I was on a ladder and couldn't use the flask.
Yeah? I thought you were a ladder guy.
No. No, when you want to get high, you call the ladder guy. Or if you want to reach something that's way down low, ladder guy's got you covered. It's from a
But
cartoon.
not when you want to stay alive, huh?
Clearly not. There are too many skeletons.
It seems the first half of this will be watching Roxer get down to where we were supposed to meet.
Well, if I'd known that there was going to be a journey involved, I would have started sooner.
I mean, you beat the hardest boss in the game, so this should be nothing.
You would think, but the hardest boss in the game didn't involve navigating to places. I don't know if you knew this, but I'm kind of bad at finding things.
I don't think kind of handles it.
Point
I think
taken. Point absolutely
kind of is not going far enough.
You're kind of right. Okay, let's see if I can make it down to the bottom of this well without being explosively splattered all upon the ground.
I don't feel too bad, I just got eaten alive by rats.
Ouch. All the way?
Well, yeah, but to be fair, the sorcerer is not good at close range, and I'm making him use a spear right now.
Ah. Hey, at least I got back that one humanity that I had.
That's good.
Now I just have to not screw up this jump. And I screwed up the jump. But I'm alive.
Hooray.
Hooray! I'm not dead. Now the Skelewheels. Possibly
Aren't they a delightful enemy?
They are. I actually dreamt last night about them, having only seen them previously last night.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I dreamed that I was a Skelewheel and I was having fun rolling around with my wagon wheel shield. It was super fun.
Sounds nauseating.
Well, you know. I'm sure it would have been in... And now I've got a wagon wheel wrapped around my neck.
Well, at least you're coming down in style.
Clearly. Alright. We are heading to the left. Oh no! Exploding thing! Exploded. A couple of them, really.
Yeah, they're not too bad, though.
The little cavern I could crawl through if you could duck in this game.
You can roll.
Yeah, I guess you can. I didn't think of that.
It's kind of like Mega Man. Why duck when you can slide?
Slide, slide. Ah! Wheel, wheel!
That's what we call instant karma, I believe.
The wheel, the Skella wheel, you're not going to believe this. He just zipped past me and fell through the ground and out of the universe.
I'd believe it. This game...
Ah! There's more! Why are there more? They were waiting for me to turn around. They were waiting for me to turn around so they could do that.
Yeah?
Clever bastards. Okay. Yeah, rolling into that underpass isn't working. Alas. But yeah, Mega Man Slide. That's what we were talking about before I got
Yeah.
flustered. Okay, here's a ladder.
There should have been, like, a necromancer with 2 archers.
I killed him earlier.
And you still do not have a lantern, huh?
Let me double check.
It should be under your weapon.
Yeah, I don't see a single lantern.
Do you have it in your bottomless box?
Well, I checked, but I'm kind of far away from any kind of bonfire right now. As soon as I find one, I'll check. So there's 2 holes I can drop through, but they look like they're kind of dangerous. Oh, but there's an item down at the bottom of this one. Bonsai! We're getting
I'm surprised you
ourselves...
didn't find the Black Knight. Or did you do that already?
Yeah, I fought him earlier when I was getting there in the first place. And it's just a soul. Soul, just a soul. So now I'm all the way back at the bottom of again, but, you know, I don't have to kill the enemies over, so there's that. So you're saying I should have found a lantern by now?
Yes. I thought it was impossible to not get one.
Well, a lot of people are wondering why I don't have a Hovel's ring, too, but apparently I missed that somewhere.
Yeah, it's actually... well, I won't spoil that, but it's closer than you think. You've actually been to the area, but the door was locked.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of items like that.
And you actually attacked them through the door at one point, too.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
Huh. One of these days I'm going to have to go back through all of these episodes when I'm sober, but it'll take like a week to watch them all.
Yeah, I had to take a break because those 3-4 hour long episodes, they're just too much of a time commitment.
Yeah, that's why I started breaking them up into like hour and a half tops.
Yeah, that's what I started doing with my series. Just I try to keep it to about an hour, and then I'll take a break and start another one.
Be wary of right, half ahead. Covenant. Okay. Did I just find the exit from the catacombs?
I don't know. I can't see what you see.
I did find a big luminescent cavern full of skeletons and exploding heads.
Well, that's fun for everyone.
It's fun for those skeletons that just got wrecked. By an explosion, you see.
Right.
You know what this game needs? A map. Helps to have a map.
You sure you really want that? I mean, with the 3D-ness, it could make things even more complicated.
Well, I was able to figure out the map in, like, Metroid Other M.
Is that a bit convoluted?
What, the map?
Yeah.
Ah! Oh, wait a minute. Why didn't I think of a better example? I figured out the map in Zelda 64. You know, Ocarina of Time. That was a 3D game that had a decent map. Apparently there's a necromancer around here.
That's good. He might have a torch for you. Or a lantern, rather.
I hope. I could use one. Ah, I see him. He's way up high. If only I had a ladder.
There's always a way there.
Well, I just fell down a pit. It was
That's probably the way.
Yeah. It was behind a secret wall, so it probably was.
Yeah,
Yep.
Did you have the Kool-Aid man through?
Oh yeah. Ah, stop shooting me, you bunghole. I can't defend myself because I'm climbing up a ladder. I've got an arrow sticking out of my ass.
Why don't you just slide down the ladder?
I'm going up.
Wow. That's actually not the right way to him if you are where I think you are.
Well, that's pretty unfortunate. And 5 skeletons just followed me up the ladder. And then I fell down. Okay, guys. Skeletons. Fill the F out. It's getting ridiculous.
Well, fortunately, you're...
Son of a... This is ridiculous!
Try it
Sage.
at level 25 and say that again.
Well, I'm dead now, so it hardly matters.
I'm just saying, you're actually over-leveled for it. At least compared to
But under-leveled if you get stuck in your way all the time. Let's check my bottomless box and see if I have some kind of weapon that's also a lantern. Short swords, long swords, straight swords, broken swords, claymores, man-serpent great swords, flamberges, Zweihanders, scimitars, falchions, painting swords, servers, mailbreakers, rapiers, estocks, axes, occult clubs, large clubs, dragon's teeth, spears, demon spears, winged spears, silver spears, halberds, crystal halberds, several kinds of scythes, more halberds, a great scythe, bows, crossbows, and a 10 banishment catalyst, 1 talisman, and now we're into shields.
It may be with the shields.
None of these shields look like they're luminescent.
But that's amazing. You have the great scythe and you do not have the lantern.
I'll take your word for it. Well, once more into the breach, friends.
Yeah, you have one objective right now. Kill that necromancer.
Oh, God.
You may want to have your serpent ring equipped too, so he has a high chance of dropping his
Oh, yeah,
lantern.
I've got that equipped already. You're not on that account, my good sir.
And technically, if you have a bow, you could just snipe them right from there.
Oh, yeah, and I just bought 500 arrows so that I wouldn't waste all those souls that I couldn't afford anything else with. Just a little while ago. Of course, I'm going to have to shoot those arrows while being hassled by, like, half a dozen skeletons, so that might not actually work.
You know, skeletons have a weakness, even if they're immortal. You know what that is?
Dynamite.
Well, probably, but that's not in this game. What I meant was, you can knock them off the cliff, and they can't bother you.
I guess. That's gonna take some doings, though. I'm not really.
It's up to you.
I'm not really that spatially aware. I don't know if you knew that about me.
You mention it anytime spatial awareness is a thing, so have an idea.
I made a terrible mistake!
Fall down.
And then all the skeletons jumped after me. They're still jumping.
See, it wasn't so bad to lure him off the cliff, now was it?
I guess not. Maybe I should have thrown one of those alluring skulls off the cliff. I'll have a couple of those back from when I fought the boar.
Yeah, I'm sure those work great, but I've never actually tried them.
I should try them. I've never tried them, really. Maybe I should stop dicking around in my inventory and kill this fool. That might help.
That'd be a good plan.
That's a great plan. I'm glad to be a part of that plan. Skull. Well, I've got 2 of them, so if I want to, I can try it out. Also, just running past the skeletons to get there faster does not work.
It does. You just have to run faster.
That's as fast as I could run. I couldn't get past the 2 skeletons blocking the bridge. And when I stopped to take them out of my way, every other skeleton in the place caught up with me, and that was pretty much it.
So you're having an undead kind of time there, huh?
Yep. Extremely. Wonder if I can jump down to this lower bridge from here and save myself some time.
Yeah, that is
nope,
the way you
covered
do
in
shortcuts.
spikes.
I'll just flip the switch so it's not covered in spikes.
It's a little late to worry about that now.
Oh, you already fall down?
Well, I landed on the spikes. I didn't know it was covered in spikes. I mean, when you're looking straight down on a spike, it just looks like a texture.
This is true. It's a very spiky texture.
Aha! See, now, last week, when we did this, we wasted an hour and a half trying to get it set up. This time, and it was my fault. This time, we're wasting an hour and a half for me trying to get to the next place, and it's my fault.
Yeah, can anyone see a trend here?
Hey, you have to have 3 points to make a trend. 3 points of data make a trend. I think I read that somewhere. Yep, those are definitely spikes.
Well, I am getting really good at killing these rats, that's for sure.
Had to hear it.
If I had a way to help you kill Mr. Necro, I would.
I know, man. I know. If it makes you feel better, I'm also still getting lost just in this area.
Nice.
Well, all of these rooms look kind of the same, you know?
You mean they're made of stone and they have corpses in them?
Yeah. The decor...
So you mean like all of Dark Souls?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would describe the decor of this area as a bit corpsey.
Yeah? But you'd be surprised to hear that's not the corpiest area in the game.
Not the corpsiest area, eh?
No. There is a corpsier area, believe it or not.
You know, I'm not really surprised at this point.
I mean, this entire game is about being dead already anyway.
Well, if I keep dying at the rate I'm going, I can just, like, walk across a bridge of my own former... By skeleton. I can walk across a bridge of my own former corpses that have piled up on the bottom.
That's probably true.
Skeleton just pulled a Dalcium right off the edge of the cliff.
You can be kind of like, what's his name in Berserk, where the path to his crown is paved on the corpses of all his comrades. What's his name?
Griffith.
Yeah, Griffith.
Good life advice. Don't be like Griffith.
Yeah, the only redeeming feature he has is he was regretting it right when Guts was coming to save him right before he became a demon.
Bonfire ahead? What do you mean, bonfire ahead? Well, I've gone the wrong way again, but I have found a switch.
Now, there's actually 2 bonfires in the catacombs.
Hey, that fixed that bridge that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, is there a guy near that switch?
No, I didn't see a guy near the switch.
Okay, because if there was, it's not the worst idea in the world to just kill him.
Nope, didn't see a guy.
He does bad things.
I mean, I already had someone kill my firekeeper earlier.
Yeah.
And I got back at that one.
Yeah, that fight is actually not that bad, because all you do is run in circles and wait for openings.
Well, I mean, I had to deal with his 2 buddies.
Well, yeah, but you just run in circles and they can't do anything, and you just wait for an opening to show up.
Wait a minute. Secret wall. Secret fall. Lots of arrows coming at me. Once again, I find myself in a new and exciting place full of enemies.
Well, sounds like you're in the right place for that necromancer, at least.
Yep, the skeletons are getting back up, so he's got to be around here somewhere. And there's the big guy, so if I could get rid of him, that would help.
You can't.
Oh yeah.
He'll just revive.
Damn it! I can't frickin' escape. Quick, hide behind this coffin. Now I'm stuck behind a coffin. I got a Dark Moon Seance ring. That still doesn't explain where the damn necromancer lives.
There's another tunnel near there that you want to go in.
I see it. I'm still taking, like, an incredibly painful amount of hits.
You mean there's a unpainful amount of being hit with swords?
Yes. -1.
Okay, fair enough.
There you are! Alright, you bastard. Your ass is toast. Hey, he dropped a skull lantern.
Good, now you can use that to know where you're going in the next area.
Oh, glorious day. What a godsend. So yeah, apparently I was supposed to find that a lot sooner.
Yep.
Well, I didn't.
Surprising absolutely no one.
Absolutely no one. Also, now I gotta find my way back to the regular path. And that skeleton just buried.
Well, I mean, the good news is now all the skeletons are killable.
Yeah.
Which makes a really big difference.
I never did find that bonfire that message was talking about.
Yeah, it's behind a fake wall.
Although, I think I just found my way back to the path. I mean, I've gone like the most ass-backwards way possible to get... Wait, no, this isn't right at all. What the hell is this?
Sparta?
Well, I've got more multiple paths I can go by. That looks like a long drop off of a bad time. Oh, hi, skeleton. So I can kill one of those big-ass demon guys, or I can try to find my way back to where I want to go.
Well, that's up to you.
I don't really feel like fighting another one of those giant demon guys. I really don't.
I mean, that one is easy to cheese with a ranged weapon, at least.
Well, I do have plenty of ranged weapons, so... But do I get anything for fighting him?
Demon Titanite.
I guess it's worth it. I mean, I have about 500 arrows. I'll give it a shot.
It's not the worst idea.
Yeah. He's come to life and he's shooting lightning at me. But he's not moving, so it's alright.
Yeah, just don't get too used to it, because that's when he'll jump on top of you.
Also, I'm only doing about 12 damage per shot.
Well, fortunately you have 700 arrows or something.
I'm not gonna stand here and shoot him that many times.
That's up to you.
I got things to do, man. We both do.
Yeah. Well, that's good. It means you're pretty close to making your way to the bonfire in the next area.
Wow! Fell down a hole. Fell down a hole. Autopod. Okay.
Yeah, well, welcome to the catacombs.
Someone ought to patch this shit up. Or someone gets hurt. Alright. Got skele wheels down there. Lot of skele wheels.
Well, while you've been playing around, I almost have 50 humanities now.
That's impressive. I'm getting grounded. Fucking hamburger.
Skill wheels?
Yeah. They ganged up on me. And they're continuing to do so. I just got
those ones you have to bait out one or two at a time.
Well, I didn't have that option because I kind of fell into a whole nest of them. I'm just going to run like hell and then cut them off when I find a defensible position.
Or you could just find a nice cliff for them to roll off.
I'm not holding my breath on that one. Okay. They don't seem to be getting any closer, so there's that. I guess that's the cutoff for their range of mobility.
Yeah, a lot of the enemies here don't have much of a aggro range, whereas they will keep chasing you down.
The bad news is, I'm about to use my last Estus flask, and I'm just now in the boss room.
You can do it. Maybe.
This has been a disaster.
Are you surprised?
Not really. Okay, I've got a lantern. I guess I can equip it where my shield was. Good.
And contrary to what you might think, it doesn't just stay lit. You have to actually
just
walk
noticed
with
that.
it.
Yeah, I have to hold it up. Oh, and I can clock
didn't
people in the head
notice
with
that until I made it to the first bonfire completely blind.
I was most of the way there before I lost my shit. Okay, we're back to the Tomb of Giants again, finally. Some giants now. Hope I don't need any Estus flasks. Or a shield.
Well, just don't get hit.
Well, I beat the first one without getting hit, so we're off to a good start.
Good.
Now if I can just avoid, like, all of them from here on out. That is a item. What? But let's focus on getting to the bonfire first. Shall we? I think we should.
Fast as you can.
Alright. And
Please.
took a hit. Took a couple of hits. This is turning into a problem very rapidly.
Well, I mean, if you have to, you can burn a humanity just to heal.
I just did exactly that, friend. I thought of it right when you were saying it.
Good. Just don't burn too many.
I'll try not. No promises. I just want to
Especially
get to
with your habit of losing corpses.
that bonfire, man. Oh, there's two of them. Of course, and I'm dead. Because there were two of them, you see.
Yeah? Which is more than one.
Yeah, it usually is.
It usually is. Where is a case where it isn't?
Negative numbers.
Well, I'm going to have all the humanity in the entire game here soon.
That'll come in a lot of handy since it's probably going to be before next week before I even make it anywhere.
Well, that's up to you. And your recording/drinking schedule.
And it's mostly up to my complete lack of skill.
Yeah, this game is great at making you feel that way.
It has done a good job, yes. You are correct, sir. But I'm up to 15 flasks now, so that should help.
Yep. That should be plenty if you just run past the skeletons and fall down there.
Well, now I can jump down onto this non-spiked bridge.
That will help.
Yes, now I just gotta figure out which way to go from that bridge. There's more than one way I can get. Okay, I found the right way. Huzzah! That's a great shortcut. That was a fantastic shortcut. I'm happy to have been a part of it. Wait a minute. Was it a good shortcut? I may have spoken too soon. Still there?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
still here.
Well,
It's hard for me to say anything about it because I can't actually see what you're doing at the moment.
well, something hilarious just happened to a bunch of skeletons. So that was nice.
They all jump on the bridge and then jump off.
No, they all got exploded off of a cliff.
Oh yeah, that can happen too.
Yeah, 3 or 4 of them at once. It was great. Okay, now I'm back in the area with the demon. So I just take a right from there, and then I should be in roughly the right place.
Roughly.
Roughly.
I mean, you're really close after the skeletal wheels. I'm sure you know that by now.
Yeah.
Just that the skeletal wheels are a terrible thing.
Yes. I'm gonna have to make sure that they don't murder the crap out of me this time.
Yeah.
Is there some reason why the game won't let me just kick these skeletons down the ladder while they're climbing up?
Because you don't know the button?
Well, I mean, there's not enough room.
Well, because usually, like, you know the button for sliding down the ladder, right? Well, usually I use that button repeatedly, and it ends up kicking them off.
Huh.
Because, yeah, ladder-to-ladder combat is a thing that they have in this game. It doesn't do much damage, but it is something you can do.
Here come the skeleton wheels. A whole mess of skeleton wheels. Ah! Meat grinder.
Quit aggroing all of them at the same time.
I can't help it. There's only one way I can drop down. And they're all accumulated there.
That is not the only way you can drop down. You should find a different way.
Well, I mean, it's the only way I could drop down after I'd already made the first drop. I was, you know, kind of stuck there after that.
Oh, quit falling down strange holes.
Well, how else am I going to get there?
There's a ladder.
There is not. You're making that up.
Nope.
There's never been a ladder anywhere in this game. Not even once. I don't think they exist.
There are, in fact, 2 ladders in that area you're describing.
Ladders are a myth. They're made up to scare children at bedtime.
Is that so?
Yes.
Okay,
Never mind.
well,
Never mind what I'm about to climb up right now. That doesn't exist either.
Oh, you must have made it to the boss area then.
I did. I can consistently
Well,
make it to the boss area. It's just like the parts after that that start throwing me off.
well, don't worry. That's not really a ladder. It's climbing bars.
Right, there you go. I'll buy that. Now, if I can just avoid getting killed by all of these giant skeletons, of which there's about a few.
Man, you should have enough damage to take them out in 2 or 3 hits, even if you're one-handing.
I really don't, for some reason. It might be the electric halberd. Perhaps.
Yeah,
perhaps.
I told you that was a double-edged sword.
No, it's a double-edged halberd. Really? You had a fireball and you just threw it on the ground. You threw it on the ground.
Isn't that where fireballs should go?
Well, they should go, you know, towards the... No, he wasn't dead yet. They should go in the general vicinity of the enemy when I'm aiming for the enemy, you know.
Yeah, well, you know you have to lock onto your target before you throw your fireball, right?
Uh-huh. Sure do. Sure do.
And I don't like locking on the targets at all, so playing the sorcerer has been an absolute nightmare for me.
I don't really mind so much. It would help if it were a little more consistent, though.
Or if it weren't so consistently bad in my case.
Okay. Doing another slide. Hey, I found my old corpse.
Hooray!
Also took an arrow to the knee. By which I... Wow, it's sticking all the way through me. Impressive.
To the knee, huh?
Well, to the kidney. And out through the lower intestines, from what it looked like.
Well, hopefully your adventuring days aren't over after taking an arrow to the knee.
Kidney.
Oh. Thought you said knee for some reason.
Well, I did, but then I changed it to kidney. Oh shit. Motherfucker.
Are you making another trip?
Yep. Sure am. Sure am.
I think these rats are gonna go on strike soon. They have been abused for a long time now.
Let's see if fire does a better job than lightning has been.
And I try to stick to just pure damage if I can on weapons, because at least that they typically can't like be resistant against.
Well, it was too interesting to say no to having some elemental weapons in my inventory.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, you know, I've always got stuff that can do pure damage.
I like that amazing server you have.
Yeah, I could turn that into an elemental weapon too if I wanted.
Did you ever get that server to work for you?
Well, it just doesn't regenerate enough health to really be worth it.
That's the problem. This is a game of trade-offs. Where there is no clearly better weapon, it just depends what you want. Because, you know, like your Final Fantasy games or something like that, there is clearly a best weapon for your knight guy.
Right?
I mean, sure, yeah, you can use like the fire sword or ice sword for like certain areas, but other than that, you just have one sword that makes everything else look like garbage.
Right. Ragnarok. Or Crystal Sword, depending on which translation you're using.
Yeah. I mean, this game, even if it has higher damage, then it's harder to hit enemies with or something like that.
Yeah, this Man Serpent Greatsword is currently doing brisk business. It has a slightly faster rate of attack, maybe. Could be my imagination, though.
Could be.
Or it could just be that they're less weak against fire than they are against lightning. But I don't think that's the case. I think I'm going to get to those big skeletons again, and I'm going to find out that this isn't really helping me.
It's possible, but it'd be kind of weird if one skeleton was more resistant than another.
Well, that's what I'm saying. These aren't particularly susceptible to the fire damage. It's just that the weapon itself is upgraded enough and it attacks relatively quickly. So it's just killing them faster because of that.
I see.
But really, I ought to just not fall down there, for starters. Oh, looks like I'll be fighting Skeleweels again.
Your favorite.
Yeah, I didn't even mean to drop down there that time. It just kind of happened.
They're quite literally the enemy of your dreams.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm just gonna run for it.
As long as you strafe a bit along the way, you should be fine.
Serpentine! Serpentine! This is amazingly working. I made it all the way to the other end of the chamber before I ran out of stamina. And then they almost got me because I was recovering stamina. Go, 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 go. Stop jumping and just plain run. Yeesh. This guy.
Yeah, I find it problematic that the roll button is the same as the run button and the jump button.
And I find it problematic that everything I need to use is mapped to the shoulders and not the face buttons. Which is why I keep mashing on square, because I want to do a light attack, like every other action game in the world.
Not this one. This one's special, and it needs special macros on the PC setup just so I can use controls the way I want to.
Okay, we're back here at the dark part again. Dark pot. You know what? Screw the sword, I'm going with the club.
It might work out better, because, I mean, if you can two-shot those guys every time, or better yet, one-shot.
Skeletons are always weak against blunt damage. And dynamite.
Except when they're not.
Except when they're not.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Well, he was pretty weak against that club. Holy shit, look at his bones fly. Oh my god, they're still bouncing. We have a winner. Now, if I can just avoid getting super killed by the two at the bottom of the second slide, we'll be in great shape.
Yeah, I think if you can land a hit on one of them, you should be in great shape down there.
I mean, holy crap, you hit him and they go for a frickin' ride. They're just out of there, man.
Yeah?
Okay, now the hard part. The double skeleton crew.
Double skeleton crew.
And I fell down a long drop. A very
You
long
gotta start
drop.
over again?
Not yet. One more arrow to the face and I will have to. Okay. Well, I look like a freaking pincushion, but I'm temporarily in a safe spot.
So you see where that big
Oh shit, he dropped down the
expanse
ladder!
is?
He chased me! He hit me real hard. No, wrong button! Wrong button! Stop hitting the wrong button! Oh my god! Why are you doing this to me? I almost died.
Well, let me know when you get to a safe spot again.
I'm at a safe spot right... I thought it was in the first place.
Well, you see the big opening where you can kind of look down and see a bunch of stuff?
I see some twinkly lights.
Well, you should be able to, like, see down into hell or something.
Oh yeah, I passed that.
If you go towards that way, the bonfire is in that area.
Ah, I see.
Just be careful, look before you leave, that sort of thing.
Right. I think I better open another beer after that disaster. Let's get the old heart rate a pumping.
Guys, you should be really close if you just got past the skeleton double feature.
Well, I mean, I fell down a cliff and then I fell down a ladder hole. And there's another one down at the bottom of this ladder as well. And he's clearly gunning for me.
Oh, what else are they going to do?
Nope, there's two of them down there. My mistake. So, let's see. How can I do this without getting myself killed? What if I climb back up the ladder and forget about him and find a different route? Does not work. Arrow to the face. Not quite working. But I do see the giant hole of Hell Doom. But
Yeah, so if you go towards that, the bonfire should be towards that way.
Well, I mean,
Roughly.
I can't really get there from here. I do see a mysterious blue glow, though. What
Well, that probably means an item.
No, it's just a couple of 3 or 4 glowing blue spots on the wall for no reason.
Ah,
And I'm in a strange place now. Hello, who are you?
Good day.
I have a feeling about what's about to happen
What
to
are you doing
you.
in the catacombs?
Is he telling you about treasure?
Um,
No? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine stash of
Yes, he
treasure
is.
right down that hole. I found it first, but
I wouldn't trust him about
I'll
that.
split it with you. In any case, have a look.
But you can go ahead and trust them, but I almost guarantee you'll be making a return trip.
yeah. I mean, jumping down a hole that's full of corpses does not seem like a great idea. I've played enough D&D to know better than that, buddy.
There. No.
Yeah, well, the nice thing about D&D is you don't have to be good at navigating, typically.
Yeah, because you can just make a map. I'm gonna climb down this ladder. Instead of jumping down that hole.
But
A
yeah,
bonfire! I found it! I found the bonfire!
Oh, good.
It's a Christmas
Finally.
miracle.
Okay, well, I will warp back there right now
Alright.
with my 58 humanities.
That's a lot of humanities. I had a lot of humanities, but I have fewer now.
Well, hopefully it's not an issue.
Here's hoping.
You may want to just go ahead and kindle that up to like 20 flasks since you're healing everyone.
I'll kindle it a couple of times, sure.
And just kindle it till it lets you be at 20. And that should be good. Meanwhile,
if I do that, I'm really gonna run out of humanity fast. I'll take it up to 15, and then if we need some more, I'll do some more.
Because if you do it that way, each attempt has a much higher chance of success.
Good point. Alright. Well, I'll kindle her up.
So, let me try dropping a sign here. I'm just gonna drop it right by the bonfire, I think.
Okay. Are we gonna have to do the whole use the program thingy and all that?
I do not know. Because it didn't seem like it did us a whole hell of a lot of good last time, now did it?
Well, I mean, it worked immediately after we tried it. Then again, you never know.
It worked immediately after you changed your settings.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I'll just keep an eye out for... Wait a minute, what level are you?
Let me look. 57.
Okay, we should be in range.
Because you should only be like 53 or something, right?
54, I think. Yeah,
That's
54.
a pretty good guess on my part, then.
Yeah. Alright, well, oh, there you are.
Yep, quick, get me before someone else does.
Unknown Phantom. That you? Unknown?
No. Should be DeadZergling.
Yep, there it is. It just took a while for it to pop up. So yeah, it really was that easy the whole time, and we just, know it.
Well, it's been about an hour. Did you want to end the episode and start another one here?
Sure, I guess.
Just summon me first here.
I thought I had.
Nope. I am just trying to sim
And
here.
your sign disappeared. I was in the process of summoning you, and your sign disappeared.
I didn't walk too far from it. Should still be there.
Nope, disappeared.
How about you
Okay,
end
there
the
it is.
episode? Never mind.
Summoning failed.
Yay! Shouldn't be failing though.
I agree.
Now it's working.
Disappeared.
Well,
Oh,
it
nope,
poofed
there you
me
are.
over.
Okay. Hey, we got it.
So let's end the episode there, and we can start again now that we have this working.
Sounds like a plan. So thank you for joining me in this one, and we will see you guys on the next one, right?
Yeah, where it will actually be co-op and not watching Rosser get here.
Indeed. Take a drink.
Yep, take two.